shit too. You I was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like off the I can never leave my brother Mario Luigi. I can tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making sure I on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
What the heck is going on with y'all? It's your boy Heck, and I'm welcoming you back to the What.Da.Hecpodcast, where basketball's an art and the court is our canvas. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Anthony Edwards dropped 55 points against San Antonio Spurs. So originally, I had an Anthony Edwards video recorded when he dropped 42 against the Denver Nuggets. But as of today, when I finished my video editing project, he went off. So, to my pleasure, I'm going to go over this game instead because he dropped 55, which is his new career high. Anthony Edwards, we can sit there and talk about his escapades off the court, but on the court, homie is a whole different animal. He's unguardable, he's uncontainable. You hope he just has an off night. But hey man, y'all already know the drill. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And with that, let's get it, man. To give a briefing about Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a 6'5", 3-level scorer. He has tier 1 athleticism. He can finish above the rim, finish around the rim. He has a solid mid-range game he's became an improving 3-point shooter. As currently right now, he's shooting 41% from 3. Right? With all these traits, he's also a solid defender. He can defend. And honestly, he is proven to be the best, have the most confidence on the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves by far leader of the team. So, what are his strengths? He can get a bucket any way he wants. Whether it be from the perimeter, whether it be by attacking the lane, whether it be from the mid-range, whether it be floaters or runners. His offensive creativity and his ability, they say use the term 3-level scorer, is more like 5 levels. Whether it be finishing at the rim, floaters and runners, mid-range jump shots, 3-point jump shot, and playing with your back to the basket. He has the ability to score in a myriad of ways. The only thing that's stopping him is himself in his team, and is the construction of his team. One. Second, physicality. Anthony Edwards is 6'5", 220. Because he's at that size, he's not getting moved off his lines, he's not getting bored off his space, and he's not struggling to get to the rim when he wants to. Which is a very massive important thing in the NBA, because a lot of guys, you're playing with grown men, and these guys are going to be a lot more physical, and they're going to try to sit there and they're going to move you off your spaces if you allow to. And 3, more importantly, confidence. On the court and off the court, confidence is Anthony Edwards. You kind of can tell like he's oozing with confidence. Sometimes he may be having too much confidence, but we're not gonna talk about his off the court endeavors. But his confidence, you can see how he plays. High level of confidence, has no problem shooting whenever he wants, and whenever he goes to slumps, he's gonna bounce back. Now with his weaknesses, shot selection. Confidence also means that you're gonna take dumb, you know what. Listen, when you're the star player, I always will sit there and say the shot selection is one of those qualities where if you're the best player on the team, you kind of have to live with that. Playmaking. Anthony Edwards averages 3 assists a game, and honestly, if he was a much better passer, I think he would open up his scoring a lot more, but that's neither here nor there. And finally, honestly, this is me more nitpicking. I would like to see Anthony Edwards put his focus on the defensive side of the ball and make an all-NBA defensive team. I generally think he has the size, talent, and to do it. It's just the matter is carrying a scoring load night in and night out. It's going to be very difficult to sit there and be the number 1 scoring option, dropping 55 a game, and being a lockdown defender on the other side of the court. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get straight to the action. Jaden McDaniel attacks. He gets cut off. He spins. He hits Anthony Edwards in the corner. Anthony Edwards, what he does is he's going to do a lift and go into space. So he's going to catch it in the wing, or it's technically a slot on the NBA court. De'Aaron Fox closes hard. He bites on Anthony Edwards' pump fake because he can shoot this. Rips through 1 dribble pull-up. The biggest thing about 1 dribble pull-ups, it's all about finding space, making sure you're unbalanced, and rising up to shoot the shot. And swish. This play right here is too bad. This is great anticipation by Donte DiVincenzo, but also a horrible pass by Stephen Castle. First things first, Donte DiVincenzo's in his passing lane. This pass is supposed to go to Julian Champagnie. But instead of it being an overhead skip pass, he tried to throw a bullet pass, and Donte DiVincenzo's in the passing lane. Chicken strips, cookies, 2-on-1. I already made a breakdown about how to break down a 2-on-1. A 3-on-2, so I'm gonna break down a 2-on-1. Stephon Castle is a lone defender. What he wants to do is he wants to cut the pass off and make him pass the ball. All you gotta do in the situation, once he commits to you, Put the ball in a spot where he cannot get to it, he cannot deflect it or kick it, and but your teammate can get to it. Not the defense, of course, is Stephon Castle to commit. 2-on-1, pass. Anthony Edwards does a step back. He has 2 on him. He's patient. Now Champagnie, or whatever his 30, is going to sit there, is guarding him. Now what Anthony Edwards does is he uses his jab step game. Okay, I don't know whether Anthony Edwards can put the ball down, because I'm not sure if Victor Wembanyama or one of these guys hit the ball or not. But what he does is he uses an elbow seal, creates space for him, gets back to the space, good shot, push. If you are a young player, I recommend you watching a lot of tape on Anthony Edwards if you're trying to get better at doing this, because he does this at a high level. First, he's going to bring the ball down, he goes tween, he gets into De'Aaron Fox's chest. Now what he's going to do is he's going to use his shoulder to create separation from De'Aaron Fox. Then he's going to spin off this. Spin fade. Pros need about this much space to get their shots off. Guard off. Switch. This is an over rip. He brings it back, then does a spin. Now, one of the things I'm going to explain something to you about pros and why they're so hard to guard. The problem is they have this massive understanding of once they get the shot to the shot pocket, it's always going to go in. So De'Aaron Fox is on his left hip, I believe. What Anthony Edwards is going to do is he's going to bring it up on his right hip and shoot it right over him. Pump got him, late, good shot. Swish. This is going to get into your spots. Okay, he got Victor Wembanyama on the pick and roll, he switches. So he attacks it in and out and does a spin move. Now, he obviously could have sat there and gone to the rim, but because of the fact of the matter is Wembanyama's recovery time and how much ground he covers relatively quickly, Anthony Edwards is going to go to a spot where he knows he can get the shot off, which is going to be on the block. The biggest thing is playing smart, being smart. Not everything has to be a layup for y'all. 1, 2, swish. Okay, it's an out of bounds play. So what's going to happen is 19 is going to get the ball from Dante DiVincenzo, who's going to set a screen for Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Edwards is going to get the ball in a dribble handoff. One of the things I'm going to explain something to you is, on the pick and roll, the read to shoot this is he sees Victor Wembanyama playing drop. Now, granted, me being here is makes the shot a little bit more difficult because Wemby has a 9-foot wingspan. I'm dragging it. Comes off the screen. De'Aaron Fox is a step behind, so he doesn't really have the back of the flash and contest. And Wemby doesn't put a hand up. This is why it's great. If you ever want to master how to drive to the cup and being a better driver to the cup, learn how to play at a different speeds. This play is a perfect example. He brings the ball down, tween, goes. That change of pace caught Stephon Castle off guard. He's beat. Now he's going downhill. Now what he's going to do is he's going to do a 2-footer gather. Why? Is because he has a lot more control on his finishes. Because if he goes off of one here, he's going to sit there and go flying into this guy right here, and we don't want that. He goes up, shows, and changes and finishes on the right side of the cup. And he's unbalanced in the air, so he's going to naturally do a safety fall. First thing, alright, let's talk about how fast Wemby is. Wemby covers ground relatively extremely quickly. So if you ever wonder why he goes up on his doofy way as possible, it's because he's worried about Wemby punching his you-know-what. He sees Wemby cutting this off. Now what he does is he goes and does like a kind of a hook shot, so that way Wemby doesn't have an angle to block it. High off the glass, delay. Anthony Edwards attacks the lane, he attacks, tries to finish with a right-handed layup, misses the layup. All good, they battle the ball, he bubbles out to the 3-point line, Julius Randle grabs a rebound. Now here's the thing, if Julius Randle hits him early, this is a wide open catch and shoot, but it's neither there. He gets the ball, I don't know why he pump faked it. It don't matter, he made it anyway. Keldon Johnson attacks Julius Randle off the dribble. Julius Randle does a good job of walling him off, and he's stuck. He has nothing here, he's stuck. At the last second, 2 cuts, he gets stripped. Anthony Edwards sees this. He's not worried about getting the ball. He believes that 2 of his teammates are going to have breathe get the loose ball, so he's going to sprint down the court. Noah's back there. Easy done. Hey! Now he got De'Aaron Fox. Let me have his dance. Tween behind. Then he does a rock into a pull. The biggest thing is that's more of a timing thing. Those 2 dribbles is a rock into sleep, and that last move he does is a rhythm for him to go into the shot. With how quick he is, it's kind of hard to guard that move and stop him from driving. So, De'Aaron Fox played good defense in this position, but you kind of have to look at the results. Boom! Okay, brings the ball. Right. Ball gets deflected because there's no way in heck they're going to let him go backcourt. Now he brings the ball down. Hezzy reads. Sees De'Aaron Fox is backing up. Pump fake. Boom! Alright, now one of the high pick and roll. High pick and roll is whenever someone sets a screen beyond the 3-point line. Right? So he screens Keldon Johnson. Wemby is at the 3-point line. He's backing up because he's trying to play the drive because, let's just be honest, Wemby's out here. There's no help out there. Shoot around. Boom! So, okay. Now the DiVincenzo goes to the corner. He's open. But then what's going to end up happening is Jaden McDaniels going to get the ball back to give it on get it action or get action with Mike Conley. The real play in this situation is Julius Randle setting a back screen on Anthony Edwards for an easy layup or a 3. Now, if they were down by 2, Anthony Edwards gets a wide open dunk here. But they're down by 4, so a 3 wins it. A 3 makes the game interesting. So Antman goes, takes one dribble, does a sidestep. Notice something? One of the things I want you to start paying attention to is right-handed shooters prefer to go left, and left-handed shooters prefer to go right. Here's the reason why. When you're a right-handed shooter and you shoot a jump shot going to your right hand, you're naturally going to have to sit there and line your hip and your foot align to the cup, which is a lot harder to do. Anthony Edwards does a good job of doing this in this case because Anthony Edwards is tough. But in most cases, you will allow this shot right here. But Anthony Edwards has 52 at this point, so my man's a walking bucket. He's going to make the shot. You kind of have to live with that. Boom! Average drive 55 points. So there's a couple takeaways from this. One, if you want to learn how to play physically and play through contact, watch Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards knows how to protect himself and while he's fishing through contact. He knows how to sit there and knows how to finish smart. A lot of times, that's the biggest thing. Driving smart is one of those qualities that you have to learn when you're playing by playing a lot of basketball. And this game shows you because in the end of the day, if you're paying attention, he's not driving when Wemby is the low man or the helmet because he knows he's going to get stuff swatted. That's 1. 2, Anthony Edwards is probably the best player in the team, but I generally want to see him take a step in his facilitating. Him being able to find the open guy would open up his offense so much more because now, instead of you having to be worried about him scoring 50 on you, you have to worry about him scoring 50 and dropping 10 assists. Which is kind of one of the reasons why Jokic and Luka Doncic is very impossible to guard. Because if you sit there and send 2 and send 3 to help, now they're going to dot you up and hit the open guy every single time. That's another step that Anthony Edwards needs to take in his development, but it's good to see him scoring. And 3, it's sad that the Timberwolves lost. And I generally feel that in order for the Timberwolves to have a chance to make a deep playoff run, they're going to need to sit there, put him on a team full of players that can fit him well. So as I'm watching this, his only other player that he really has on that team is Jaden McDaniel, and that's pretty much it. And honestly, I don't think Jaden McDaniel as a number 2 option will help the Timberwolves in any way, shape, or form. Now, Michael Porter Jr. is on the block. So if you could sit there and add Michael Porter Jr., I think it will help them out a lot. Only thing he really needs to focus on doing is just playing defense, and I think everything will work itself out. But hey man, let me know how you feel about Anthony Edwards dropping 55 in the comment section below. But with that, thank y'all for tuning into the What.Da.Hecpodcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn down.